action. I don't move that fast.
No, you don't.
There's no camera.
What do you mean there's no camera?
Light. Okay, we left off on me fixing my caliper. Oh, geez, right in my eyes.
You wanted the light.
See, my caliper now works correctly.
Oh, perfect.
I had to reboot the computer.
Happens sometimes.
So it's 194 instead of 187.5, so it's 6 thousandths off for being 3/16. But stock, I thought they were quite a bit longer than that, but they look a little stubby. So you just got to make sure you don't drill in too deep when you put these in there, because otherwise they fall through and don't do anything. So anyway, like I said, they didn't cut this deep enough back here to get in there, but it's too much work to go in there and change that. You have to jig this all up in the middle and cut it deeper. It's a lot of work. We don't want to do all that much work. I noticed that both the dowel pins here are missing when I was on the phone.
Yeah.
I wonder where you're going to find some of those at.
There's one.
Here's some used ones I just found laying around here.
Huh.
Geez, I wonder where they came from.
Maybe from right there.
Oh, could be. See another set over here I made for another application. See, it's a Harley one. And this is a bolt that I cut down to make one. See.
Wow.
Alright. Well, I found two in here. Maybe the ones that came out of it. If you notice, it looks like they're different diameters. It's 363 on that side, and it's 370 on this side. I'm thinking there's some trickery going on here.
They're both the same?
Yeah, but they're both been cut down, and nice smooth finish too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what size it's supposed to be.
Okay, wrong size for that. Yeah, that does not look right. A little tight there.
You should put it right on your lens there.
Yep. I see. I see the problem now.
You do?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the guy that butchered everything else in this case that's made perfect, maybe butchered these too. And then they also modified this cam cover because now the original dowels here are maybe not quite the same size. You notice how this one's a lot looser than this one?
Yeah. So are you going to have to make custom dowels for that?
Do you think I'd have to make custom dowels? I couldn't just put these back in there, let it kind of float around, and
I don't think you'd do that.
you know, all these screws to hold in the right spot, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this size could fit together if I did that? Probably wouldn't fit. Alright. This is a good caliper set, this is the bad set.
Oh.
This is the worn out set that you don't believe. $370. See, that one's good. You know why that one's good?
It's not worn out.
Because I zeroed it.
Oh.
But this part up here is the worn out part. So, appears to be 369. So if that's 369 and that's 371, that should be a tight fit. Look at that. They're correct, it is a tight fit.
That is correct.
Now if you measure with this caliper here, .366. See, now we have a 4 to 5 thou press, which is probably more accurate. Not zero like this one was showing, because this is worn.
Yeah.
There's about a 3 thou here on this one. This one has double carbide on it. It's carbide here and carbide here. This is the cheap one here. Has no carbide. Okay, no carbide there and no carbide there.
Mm-hmm.
So these are cheap ass calipers. These are the ones that. These are the ones that. Do you think they're overpriced when you see them on eBay or online?
Yeah.
Because they cost 4 times more than that set.
Oh,
And they look the same,
they do.
but they're not.
They're not.
All right. So the first problem is we're going to have some oversized pins made. I don't know where you're going to get some of those from. All right, so how do we measure that? And it was fine. See, somebody's lying to me here. See, I measured this hole in the pin. I didn't measure this hole.
Yeah,
Because I was wondering why it was such a good fit.
that's why.
I didn't measure the part that mattered.
Right.
But that mattered there. It's going to be tight going in there. That's good.
Okay.
The problem is it's not tight going in here. 385.
385.
That hole is not round or true either. 397. I can feel it wiggling around and it was in there. So it's got 10 thou taper in that hole, and the hole is 15 thou oversized on this tight spot.
All right.
And you go to this one over here. It's 380. So someone has customized this tool here, or this part. Now the next problem is if I actually cut this to be the correct dimension, will it fit the motor? You got two things you got to worry about. Will the cam cover actually go in the case? You know, are these dolphins in the same spot? The next problem is after you put this on there, is it going to line up with this?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I bought this on eBay.
Oh, yeah.
It looked pretty nasty, remember?
It did.
Guess what? It's going to be our, well, we can't use it for a test tool because it has the wrong bushing in it. I got to go find a cover that has the right bushing in it.
But you can measure the hole.
Yeah, 374, 4 thou clearance, which is still a little loose, but that's not bad. 474, it's got 4 thou clearance. So that means it would actually go on the cover, still be kind of loose. Because it's aftermarket, it's not really made precision.
Right.
Harley would be half of that probably. Okay, so I can't use this cover because it's got the wrong hole. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to draw some blood. Nice. There's no calluses right there, if you notice, right in that part.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go look through my boneyard.
All right.
That's a new word. You like that one?
The boneyard? I like that.
Boneyard. I was watching TV.
Oh.
The boneyard. The cars show though, but you know, whatever. It's close enough.
Still use it here.
Yeah, I'll just go to my junkyard. So I might have to make some of these custom ones, but I won't be able to use the bolt discs next time. I have to make out a piece of bar stock. So I can make a step bushing and try to put this on there and see if it fits. And hopefully it will line up. But you won't know until after you put all these big dollar parts back in here.
No.
Nice. Yeah. That's why I bought this here to make a tool out of it. So I'm going to take this and cut these holes out all the way through for these and these, so I can put this on a case and I can see at the hole location where lined up to where they're supposed to be.
Good idea.
Because sometimes I have to weld up these holes and make things work. Figuring the aftermarket might have made their shit semi-accurate. Who knows? I'm going to cut up a $30 $50 cover versus $100 and $200 cover.
Right.
Or buy a brand new piece of crap one for $250, $300 and cut it all out. So. All right. Well, this job just got a little harder. So, gonna make some decisions. Wonderful. First decision is what size reamer are we going to put through to make these holes even. Yeah. So I think the only real way I can do this is I'll have to get this bushing, put it on the motor, like that, with no dowels.
No dowels.
There's some clearance in there soon. Make sure the crank rotates, no binding. And if I'm happy with that, then I put in the milling machine and put the hole in here on center with one bullet. So I can put this right side over in the mill, indicating that hole, put the cover on it, and do that.
Then you can make the hole even.
Yeah. The problem is I need to have the crank on it, so I got to put the whole motor in there. Because I got to have the crank in there and make sure it's true where I want it to be. Then I can put the dowel pin hole right where it belongs. Because right now we have no idea where it is, and we know it's oversized. And then once I know what size I cut the hole to, then I can make a special dowel pin.
It'll have to be a step dowel pin.
So that's about a 3 to 5 hour job there.
All right.
Or we get another cam cover, it's made right. Assuming the case is made wrong, correct, which I'm not holding my breath on. All right. I only thought I wanted to do this tonight.
Change your mind?
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah. We gotta hunt down a cover. I gotta find an early cover. So it'll be a knuckle or an early pan. I don't know if they have any of those floating around here.
Check the boneyard.
Yeah, I think those are all on bikes and in storage.
No.
I don't know if I have one of those. We'll go take a look. All right. Wonderful. Now this here I can pull it out with a puller, or I can just take the damn motor out and knock the bushing out. It's a lot easier to take the motor apart and knock the bushing out. Because chances are I'll probably have to mismatch these two tools again to make it work. Pain in the ass. We'll do it the easier way. And I go hunt down my pins and see if they're a little bit longer than these, because these look a little short. These just look really short. The other ones I think are about this long. They're a couple hundred thou. They're probably about 220, 230 in length, but I don't know. I gotta find my baggie of those and figure out where they're at too. Alright. We're gonna put these right back up here where they were before.
Okay.
Once I had those where I could find them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they're made wrong, but see, this one I pulled out of one of my junk cases I bought.
Oh.
See, you didn't see the junk cases yet, they're down there now.
There is a method to your madness.
See a nice clean one down there? Somebody blasted it.
Oh.
That was that 65 case.
Oh yeah, that's the one the rats were eating on.
No, that was a different one. So this here goes in there like that.
Oh, that's a nice tight fit.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a used motor. Oh, no, I did it. Pushed it in too tight. Yeah. Did I make this one oversized? Yeah, see, that one's tight. Oversized. Probably sour too. Yeah, so this is how you check your centers and shit. Junk cases are useful for other things. There's a whole stack of those under there. But no cover. Alright, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go hunt for some parts. Alright, that's it for now.